Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to math. Today, we're kind of going to continue going over what we did last class. The only difference today is instead of multiplication and division, we're going to do adding and subtraction, okay? You might ask yourself, it's a lot easier if it's adding and subtraction. It kind of is, but at the same time, it kind of isn't, okay? The reason why is because when you're dealing with fractions, okay, or even division like this, kind of looks like a fraction. When it comes to adding and subtraction, you cannot cancel out like you did on the other one, where you can cancel something from the top to the bottom. On this one, you have to find common denominator, okay? That's why it's a little more work, okay? It's not that too complicated, it's just a little more extra work. So, see that up here I have a problem already written, okay? We have 6 over 2x squared plus 2x minus 12, okay? And then we have minus, this is the key right here, minus 2 over x squared minus 4, okay? All right, so in order to solve for this problem, always make it into the simplest form ever, okay? So let's start off focusing on this first part, okay? On the 6x squared, 2x squared plus 2x minus 12, okay? All right, now that we're gonna focus just on that part for now. Let's use the color here. So with this brown, okay. The top can't be broken down any further, right? Because it's already at this prime 4. So we're gonna leave that as it is. So we have 6. Now, keep in mind, guys, okay? You can do this one of two ways, okay? You can either break down the number on the end and the number in the front and combine them till you get the middle number, like I showed you in the last 6 weeks, or there is something all these numbers have in common. The 2, and the 12. They're all factors of 2, right? So we have a 2 on the outside, parentheses, 2 divided by 2 is 1, or just x squared, okay? Plus, again, 2 can go into 2 one time, so we're just left with x, or 1x, minus 2 can go into 12 6 times, okay? You might ask yourself, how come you didn't take out an x as well? Because there was no x on the 12th, okay? So this is our new problem. We have 2 over 2 parentheses x squared plus 1x minus 6, okay? Now, we're going to break it down even further. This is simpler to break down because all you have to break down is the quadratic at the end, okay? Two numbers that give you 6 when you multiply them, but also give you 1 when you add them, okay? Or subtract them in this case. Notice that two numbers that give us 6. Let's go with maroon. Two numbers that give us 6. We have 3 and 2, 6 and 1. Okay? Notice that one of them has to be negative. If we're looking for positive 1, if you add 6 and 1, does it give you the 1? It doesn't, right? So we know that doesn't work. What about 3 and 2? There's a possibility that gives you 1, okay, if 1 was negative. But look, the 6 is negative. So therefore, one of these two numbers have to be negative. Since we're looking for a positive, the big one has to be positive. That means that the 2 is negative. So we have 3 minus 2 is 1. And also 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So notice that we found our middle number, okay? So we're going to rewrite it. We're going to have 6, okay, over 2 parentheses. Now we have two sets of numbers. We have x in one set, x on the other, okay? We have a 3 and a negative 2. We're going to put minus 2 because it's smaller, and then the plus 3. If you FOIL x minus 2 and x plus 3, you go back to x squared plus 1x minus 6. Okay? But the whole point is we're trying to break it down as much as we can. So this is as far as we can get with this. We broke it down on its prime form. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side with the 2 and then the x squared minus 4. Again, the 2 can be broken down, so we're going to leave it as it is. So we have 2 over, whenever you have a constant number in there that it has a perfect square, okay, and there is no middle term, it's just an x squared, okay, all you have to do is square the number at the end, which in this case is 2, because 2 and 2 gives you 4, okay? Keep in mind, there's always one negative, one positive. So technically the bottom now becomes x plus 2, x minus 2, okay? Because if you FOIL this, it goes back to x squared minus 4, okay? If you're not sure, go ahead, pause the video, FOIL it, see if you get that, and then go back to the video, okay? But I will assure you, it gives you x squared minus 4. All right, now that we have it at its prime form, we have both numbers at the prime. So we have 6 over x, or over 2, parentheses x minus 2, close parentheses, another set, x plus 3, okay? And then we have minus, in the middle, minus 2 x plus 2, and then x minus 2, okay? Now this is where it gets really interesting, okay? Keep in mind, we're trying to find same denominators. Notice that both of them have an x minus 2. We have an x minus 2 here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me see here. Yep. X minus 2, and then x minus 2. Okay? You're missing an x plus 2 over here, and then you're missing the 2, and then x plus 3 over here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to multiply, okay, on each side. Let's use blue. So we're going to multiply on the first side, okay? We're going to multiply it by x plus 2, since we don't have it on this side. So we have x plus 2, okay? Remember, whatever you do to one side, on the other side, you have to do the rest of things you're missing, which is 2, parentheses, x plus 3. Okay? Obviously, the bottoms also have it now. So the way we will write this is, we will write it as, I'm going to erase the top here, so we can go back to the top. All right. The bottom is always going to be now the same, okay? Which means that we have on the bottom, we have 2 parentheses, x minus 2, okay? We already used the 2, the x minus 2, since we already have another one over here that can cancel out, x plus 3, and then x plus 2, okay? Now, on the top, we have, let's use red. We have 6, because we have an original problem, okay? 6 parentheses, x plus 2 that we're being multiplied by, okay? From the outside, let me write it a little bigger at the top. We have 6 times x plus 2, okay, minus, use this color, minus the other side, which is 2, okay, times 2 times x plus 3, okay? Hopefully you guys can see that, x plus 3. Okay, now that we have that, okay, we really don't need the bottom because we made it simpler from the bottom to the top. Okay, now we're going to use distribution, okay? We're not going to deal with the bottom, okay? For now, we're not going to deal with it. All we're going to do is we're going to deal with what's on top here. We'll start off by doing 6 times x and 6 plus 2. So we have the bottom stays. So we have the top, 6 times x is 6x, plus 6 times 2 is 12, okay? Minus, I will say this, guys, okay? Notice that we have a 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. We're going to cancel out one of those 2's, okay? We're going to cancel out the times 2, we're going to cancel out 2. Okay, so now we have minus, again, 2 times x plus 3, which again, I'm going to distribute, minus 2 and x, which is 2x, and then 2 times 3, which is plus 6. I didn't use the negative. I kept the negative in the front, okay? All right, now, the bottom stays as it is. So we have now x minus 2, x plus 2, and then x plus 3, okay? All we have to do now is combine like terms, okay? The bottom cannot combine anything, so it stays as it is. That's it. We're not going to do anything on the bottom. On top, we can combine like terms. So we have 6 minus 2, which is 4, right? So we have 4x 12 plus 6 is 18 over x minus 2, x plus 2, and x plus 3. Okay? Since nothing more can be done to it, that is our answer. And that's it. Okay? Again, like I said, it's a little lengthy concept because I have to do common denominators. Okay? Other than that, okay, all you have to do is combine like terms. So a little bit of breaking down. All right, guys, so here's your assignment for today, okay? You have 2 over x minus 3 minus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, that's your first one. For your second one, you have 3 over x plus 2 plus 4x plus 5 over 3x plus 6. Okay, like I said earlier, make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done watching the video, guys. Again, and I'll be here waiting for those emails.